Hi, it's Ariane with the Young Professionals Interview Guide. I am back with another video. I wanted to make a video for two things: to let job seekers know what recruiters actually are looking for during the interview process, during the phone screen, and also to introduce myself and just tell you a little bit more about me and why I make these videos. So first and foremost, I am a recruiter. I interact with customers on a daily, or candidates on a daily basis, okay? And I interact with candidates who unfortunately, they really don't know what to say. They don't know what's the correct thing to say during an interview. They don't know really how to navigate through the interview process. Okay, so I took it upon myself to make these videos and just give a little bit of advice to someone who is actually struggling to land a job, or you may not even be receiving phone calls from a recruiter, or you may receive that initial phone call and the interview process kind of stops after that. So hopefully these videos can resonate with someone out there who is, again, looking for a job. So this video, I wanted to actually talk about what it is that recruiters look for. So I have a list here, so I'll just get right into it. So first and foremost, a recruiter is looking for a candidate who is knowledgeable about the company, knowledgeable about the position, okay? Because you have to think in terms of a recruiter. The initial step is usually the phone screen. So you only have a few minutes to make a good first impression. So you want that impression to be that you know what the company is. You know why you applied. You know what they do, and you know why you can be a good fit for that position. Okay? So it may sound like a lot. Oh, I have to know all of these things about the company in order to proceed through the interview process, but that's not necessarily true. You just have to know the basics. So looking online does wonders. Googling the company does wonders. Just reading their website, you can read reviews. Just reading the job description even will tell you just enough what you need to know in order to have a conversation with a recruiter or whoever is on the other end of the phone who's calling you. So that's first and foremost. You definitely want to be knowledgeable. And not only do you want to have knowledge, you also want to be confident. So if you're talking to someone, you want to sound convincing, like, yes, I'm going to be your person. Yes, I can do XYZ. Yes, I understand the process. I understand the responsibilities, and I can do this. So layman's terms, very simple. You want to pretty much show that you're qualified for the position. So depending on the position and what it actually entails, you may want to show that you're personable as well. So I understand during an interview, during a phone screen, you may be nervous. So it's going to be hard to be yourself 100%. But for example, if you're interviewing for a sales position, you have to be personable. It's really a must. You can't, let your nerves get the best of you. So that's why it's really important to practice these things. Practice it does make perfect. No one's perfect initially. No one's an expert initially. There's one quote I live by. The master has failed more times than the amateur. And that quote couldn't be more true. No one's perfect. No one knows everything. No one's all knowing. So it's best to just practice, fake it until you make it. So again, those are going to be a few things to keep in mind. So the next thing that recruiters are assessing during your phone screen and during the interview is your willingness to do the position and your ability to do the position. So, and I'll give you an example. So you may be willing to apply for this job, and you may be willing to actually do what the job entails and the responsibility. But the other piece to that is, are you able to do it? Just because you're willing, it doesn't mean you're automatically able, like your ability is there to actually do it, unfortunately. So during your interview, you have to explain. You're going to be explaining why you're qualified, why you're able, what makes you the best fit. You have to almost speak as if the recruiter has no knowledge of you, and essentially they don't. All they have is your resume. So you have to really paint that picture and explain why you want the position and why you deserve the position, more importantly. So those are just going to be a few tips that I wanted to put out there. So if anyone is struggling, as I mentioned before, to land a job, hopefully you can find these tips helpful. So again, I'm Ariane. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure you comment down below, subscribe, join the family. If you have any specific topics you may want covered, again, just leave it all down below, and I will certainly see you in my next video. Bye.